We've already done a great deal, but we must ask for your help once again. We need you to strike at the heart of the ethereal invasion, far to the east, in the ruined city of Malmouth.
Hello everyone, finally I finished all the campaign and DLCs in Grim Dawn. I went live these last couple of days playing Grim Dawn, one of the best experience I ever had in actions RPGs. I have to say, probably for me, this is the most underrated action RPG of all time. When I mention underrated, is the fact the game is so amazing, you deserve much more love and much more popularity. I don't regret any cent that I spent buying Grim Dawn. It's an amazing experience. As you may know, we'll have a new expansion that will be released the next year. Initial plans was to be released this year until the end of the year, but they delayed for the next year. We'll have a new Master Berserker, new items, new boss, but for me, one of the most impressive things is the fact the new area will be 50% of the current area we have so far. And I already thought the game is huge. We have 50% of the area. With the new expansion will be massive. After I finish all the campaign and DLCs, I decide to do this video with my final review scores. I will cover things like gameplay, story, graphics, sounds and music and much more. So let's jump for the first one is gameplay and combat. This is the build I'm choosing and I choose the Purifier. I'm using the Grenado along with the Canister Bomb and Fire Strike. The gameplay and combat for me it's almost perfect in Grim Dawn. Since the minute 1 I start playing Grim Dawn, I feel like very smooth, almost perfect. What I mean, the pace of the gameplay is a perfect mix. It's not too slow, not too fast. Love it. For me, the note here is quite easy. I'm giving the ranking from 1 to 10 and for me this is a perfect 10. The gameplay and the combat is one of the great things in Grim Dawn. Love it, simply brilliant. Now let's jump for the story and the world building. I really love the campaign, I really love the story, all the NPCs, the story background, and the world is perfect. This is the world and the world is huge. Of course, this is the DLCs along with the campaign. So you can imagine, with the expansion we'll have 50% of this as the new expansion. For me it's amazing. I was really hooked. I was taking a really close look for all the dialogues with the NPCs. For me, I will give another 10. Now let's talk about graphics and the art design. Starting with the art, I love the art. All the ambience, it's great, the colors, the graphics, I love the art design. Regarding the graphics, we have to consider this is all engine. Of course, if you ask me if I wanted a better graphics updated, considering the new engines and technology, for sure. And that is one of the things I'm missing in Grim Dawn. So my final note review here will be an 8. Now let's talk about sounds and music. And for me, this is one of the things I really love about Grim Dawn. The sound is amazing, I love it. The music, all the ambience, even all the effects of the explosions, since I'm throwing a lot of explosions. For me, it's amazing. One of the best experience I ever had in actions RPG, along with the GOATs Diablo 2. I love the sound and music of Grim Dawn. I will give a 10 without any doubt. For me, it's a clear 10. I love it. Now let's talk about carried progressions and builds. And for me, this was one of the points was really easy for me because this is one of the best things in Grim Dawn. You have many options regarding the builds. You can do a lot of stuff. All the builds feels really balanced. I heard before I start playing Grim Dawn from the community, the builds are amazing and the game is really balanced. I'm playing right now as the Purifier, but already test the other masteries and I feel the balance. You have several options regarding your build. Of course, now I will decide to go with the bombs and everything exploding, but I can choose other things. We have here like 2 masteries we can combine. I love the fact we have here 2 masters. I love this system. The skill tree is quite simple, quite straightforward. If you are a new player, You can understand really easy, everything makes sense. For me, this is one of the best things in the Grim Dawn, and for me, one of the best experience regarding character progression and builds. I love it. It's a 10 without any questions. Now let's talk about loot and reward system, and this is a issue where many actions RPGs failed. And Grim Dawn failed? No, at all. The loot and reward system, it's amazing. Since the beginning, I felt reward for the loot I'm getting. So I'm chasing new items every time. Of course, if you want, you have here a loot filter, helps you a lot. But when you go your items, we have here like another thing I really love about this game is the fact we have here like 2 stashes, so we can get a lot of items, and in the other games this is very limited. I love this, so we can collect as many items as possible. You have the stash, we have here some inventory sort. I love it. We don't have in Path of Exile, but that is something I'm complaining since the beginning. Anyway, we have all this we can apply for the items. I'm not a crafting master, to be honest with you, but I love you have all the comparison here. It's quite easy, quite straightforward. Right now I'm using 2 revolvers, but you have dual if you want to change it. All the items and the system reward, it's amazing. For me it's a 10 without any questions, because this is one of the great things in Grim Dawn that I'm loving. Of course, right now I'm focused on fire damage, but I can change for acid, chaos, poison, lightning. There is many options you can use it. For example, resistance, we have a lot of resistance here. It's not capped. Some of them are capped right now, and you have to be careful with the resistance. That is my advice. If you are a new player and you want to test Grim Dawn, be careful with the resistance. The loot and reward system, it's amazing. Now let's jump for another point I want to give a review, and is replayability. And here is a point where some of you might agree with me and some might disagree with me, because here in Grim Dawn we don't have the classic seasons. For me it's bad? No, it isn't. I love the fact we have a great actions RPG that give you another solution and another option. Of course, they work based on the expansion, so the next expansion will be massive. I don't have any doubts that many players will jump in again to Grim Dawn, and we'll have some new players. One thing I really love it and realize on this subject about replayability is the fact, for example, I finish all the content and DLCs right now. So I have one option, that is the next option I will do it. I was playing as normal, I will go for Ultimate, accepted. I was afraid that I have to start everything again. That was one of my main concerns. And I will change the level, I have to start everything, the character, all the items. No, you don't. I have all the items, I keep the same level, 57 right now, and I reset all the map and do everything. So as you can see, I have all the map here with question mark, but I keep my character progression. Of course, I can see the challenge here. Here, I don't see it because this is the first things I will encounter. But I already tried to kill some mobs and I think it's much harder. So I love this level. For me, it's a great addition. The only thing I miss it, and I already shared on one of my videos, is the fact we don't have cross progression. Now I will jump for content volume. And the content volume, for me, what they deliver so far with the campaign and the expansions and the DLCs, it's amazing. I was playing, I remember to think to myself, this content is massive, I'm loving it. Considering the price and what they deliver us, for me, it's a 9. I will not say it's a perfect 10 because we will have the new expansion. With the new DLC, for sure, I will give a 10. Now, last but not least, I will talk about value for money. And for me, it's really easy here. It's a 10. If I can give you, I will give you an 11. Deliver me all the cents I spent for all the content. They deliver me I always said it's almost for free. It's amazing. The content they deliver, all the experience, the fact you have different levels of difficulty inside the game. You can jump in later, play again, have a real fun. You have a new expansion. It's perfect. I love it. Now it's the time to give you my final note. And my final note for Grim Dawn, considering everything I reviewed so far, it's a pure 9. I don't give a 10 because for me to give a 10, the game has to be flawless. And I'm pretty sure once we get the new expansion, if they fix one or two minor problems I faced during the gameplay, small details, nothing that you should concern, probably I will give a 10. For me, this is one of the best actions RPGs I ever played. I love it. I'm a big fan of Diablo 2, for me it's still the GOAT, but Grim Dawn is on my top 3 favorite actions RPGs of all time. Of course, if you are a veteran player in Grim Dawn, for sure you have many stories and many experience to share with me. Don't forget to drop on the comments if you never played Grim Dawn and you love actions RPGs. Again, I tell you, give a try. The game is amazing. Okay guys, take care and see you in the next video.
Fresh meat.